Hello, I'm the artist Michael Zotos, and today is June 11th, 2023. I have a really good idea that came to me, and we're all on Facebook and social media and all, and it comes to mind that these are kind of distant at this stage. You see people on there who some of them you've known a long time, but you don't see them regularly. You see them on a computer, okay? Now, supposing people in general, the wider society, each get themselves a QR code. Not mandatory, but something that people would do. And with that, it can funnel anybody who puts the iPhone up to it right to a site, whether it be YouTube or something else, that has their profile. Now, the profile would just be a few things, like, for instance, what they're into, what their family history might be, okay? And the also a few things like creative ideas, things that show them as socially responsible people. Now, here's what happened. I'm in a situation right now due to medical and physical issues. I can't really get into my basement to do my laundry, so I went up to the laundromat. And it was kind of a surprise to me that people sitting there, and you don't know each other, obviously, okay? You go to the grocery store, you're busy, you got something to do, you're getting your food, that other people are getting their food, and they get out, okay? But in the laundromat, you're kind of stuck sitting there. People walk in and out of there from all different ethnic backgrounds. You're of your own ethnic background, but you understand your own depth in society, who you are and whatnot, okay? These other people you don't know, but if you zap the QR code and there's kind of like a little bit of a profile, you would know. Now that does two things, okay? First of all, it lets you see who you're sitting across from and whatnot, and it really does, I believe, when you know a little about a person, it makes you realize that they're people. There's depth to them. Social responsibility. The other thing, though, is this. When you go to a church, everybody in there is on the same page. They have the same Bible, the same hymnals, and everybody's smiling, and they're all happy. They're all brothers and sisters in the Lord kind of thing, okay? But, in other words, the barriers are down automatically. Well, if everybody, or some people, most people, walking around with a QR code on their sleeve or on their hat or whatever they want to do, we would all understand going in that we are socially respectful, okay? And I think it would change things in a very good way. Okay, I want to point out, as with any new technology, new idea of how to use technology, there are going to be some people who will gravitate to it very quickly and see the benefits and use it to their advantage. And then there will be some people who will stand clear of it and will be standoffish. Okay, and that's to be expected. That's understood. But we all know and understand that pretty much all businesses now do use computer websites. A lot of them use the QR code. But this is a little bit different in that it's a short little synopsis to give a portrayal of yourself that you can't really do, in public at every moment. Okay. There's a term in sales, your 2-minute elevator pitch, okay, comes to mind. And it's just something to portray out there. Now, it's not necessarily something people have to do for a lifetime either, okay? Sometimes, just during a situation, people go through transitions, people have a new job, new work, and they don't necessarily come off the way that they are expected to. Okay, or they go through something on the job, or with relatives, or neighbors, or whatnot, or even law enforcement, and they wind up walking around portraying themselves in a way that's not in the most positive fashion for a while, and people treat them accordingly. Well, with this in mind, what could happen is, for a temporary period, you could have a certain type of an appearance, a short, 2-minute elevator pitch, so to speak, that would have people see you the way you should be seen and treat you the way you should be treated, and then you will behave that way. And that could be a very positive thing in the society also. And now here is my my own personal QR code.